What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic. More your boy CJ Goodfella talking about who should be next for Errol Spence Jr., aka Free Smoke Jr., man. Don't forget, we got the links in the description. We on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Instagram username is in the description. The rest of those social media pages have links in the description. You click them, take you right there. You can follow us or like us or subscribe to us, whatever they got going on those different platforms right there. And if you want to donate, got the PayPal link in the description. And we will be going live. As soon as this video uploads, it should be a live hangout set for a notification or invitation set. We go ahead and see what time we going live. Probably be sometime between 5, 6, 7, 8 tonight. And then we do a late night stream as well. Might be boxing, might not be. But the first one definitely will be boxing. But Errol Spence, who want to fight him next? Obviously, we know it won't be Terrence Crawford. I hear people already saying that, oh, Errol didn't call out Terrence Crawford. He's ducking him. You know, people try to reach at something because they don't like Errol. For whatever reason, oh, he on this or he doing this or he ain't. At the end of the day, you know how people is, man. A lot of that shit is product of them not like Premier Boxing Champions. And a lot of people tend to gravitate towards Terrence Crawford because he on the top rank side, and some people just, you know, hate Premier Boxing Champions. They still praise that sorry stuff they got going on the HBO. So y'all know what it is. But y'all know Bob Arum said that he wanted to make Crawford and Spence pay-per-view, and that ain't nowhere near pay-per-view. And I don't believe it's pay-per-view worthy. You know, as far as business-wise, it's hard for two black American fighters to put a pay-per-view together. You know what I'm saying? That's just fact, you know. And both of their personalities, I don't see them building up to that point. And that's just my opinion. You know, he said he wanted to get this fight to a point to do $500K. People call it a mega super fight. A mega super fight is 1 million pay-per-views, probably more than that when you talk about mega fight. But people want to believe what they want to believe. I think this is a really, really good fight for boxing to get back on the map if they put it on regular CBS, Fox, or NBC, or ABC. I think that's what boxing needs, not a pay-per-view fight. These guys will never have a $10 million purse apiece or something like a Golovkin or Canelo or Floyd or Pacquiao type of purse. They just don't have those personalities. And it's my opinion, they both from two mid-major markets in the TV game, you know, as far as the overall market. They're not from New York or LA or Chicago. They from Dallas and Nebraska. You know, that ain't two big, huge media markets in the grand scheme of things as well. And, you know, Keith Thurman, he ain't gonna fight him. He supposed to come back September 8th. You know, if he get another injury in training camp, would you be surprised? No, so you gotta go ahead and mark Keith Thurman off. Danny and Sean Porter, you know, they gonna probably fight in September. But the homie Famous Athletics had made a good point when I was on live with him on the Cali Enigma Boxing Network. Y'all go follow both of them, Famous Athletics and Cali Enigma Boxing Network, for some good boxing talk. You know, he said that Danny Garcia tend to push fights back. And Danny Garcia hasn't even started training for Sean Porter. And you know Danny Garcia don't like fighting more than once or twice a year. So he definitely going to look to, you know, get one more fight in this year and not fight again until sometime next year. So that's just how he roll, man. I'll just be glad when Danny Garcia, you know, just get out the game, dog. Because he ain't the same when he first came in. He definitely turned Hollywood. And for Sean, he ain't in a rush to fight Errol Spence. We already then highlighted that. So the winner of that fight might not fight Errol Spence the next year. And who knows, they might fake a hand injury or back injury, or they might just drop the belt and retire. That's just how they rolling, dog. Both of them is real soft mentally. And I think if it came down to it, I think Sean Porter would fight Errol Spence before Danny would. Danny going to string that shit out to the middle of 2019 or probably the end of it. You know, Keith Thurman might be healthy by then, by the time Danny be willing to do it. But they both been vocal. And Steven Espinoza told them that they're going to have to fight Errol Spence in their next fight and unify. So hopefully they be a man of their word and don't fake no injuries. But to guys that are available, Jesse Vargas is a guy that Errol Spence name dropped yesterday. Said he wanted to fight Vargas next. Vargas been open to fighting Errol Spence. But after that, back and forth with Adrian Broner, even though it was at a catchweight, everybody know the results of that. You know, but Jesse Vargas has never been stopped. So there is something to accomplish there. And he's supposed to be fighting Adrian Broner sometime soon in August. I don't know what happened, what's going on with that. Showtime been kind of late in announcing some of the fights. You know, like Garcia and Robert Easter Jr. was announced mad late. And I seen Fred, you know, Adrian Broner dissed Fred yesterday. I just seen it in the title he put. I got to watch the video. You know, but, you know, Vargas and Broner, if that don't get made, I'll take Errol Spence. Your Dennis Ugis, versus Errol Spence. That's a fight that people want to see. Last night I heard Yugis was on the undercard, the non-televised undercard portion of the Errol Spence with Campo card. He looked good versus Ray Robinson. He looked good versus Thomas Delorme. He looked like he putting it all together. I think he had a good amateur background. He's Cuban. And the people want to see him versus Errol Spence. I think he could put up a fight versus Errol Spence, a really, really good one. Because he got the boxing skills and he's real patient. And, he got the amateur pedigree. He seemed like he got the skills to pay the bills. That would have been a way better fight last night than Campo. But obviously we didn't get that fight. Devon Alexander is another guy that's ranked inside the top 10 of the IBF. He's the guy that's supposed to fight last night. It's becoming a theme. But Andre Berto supposedly retired, said he's not coming back. I don't know. I think Devon Alexander was talking about fighting Errol Spence and talking junk about him. So he came back looking good and confident. Could be another body for Errol the True Spence. I think Devon Alexander's a southpaw. I like Errol Spence. It'll be a good competitive fight. Devon Alexander is one of them other guys who never been stopped before, 140 or 147. He fought Kotelnik. He fought Madonna. He fought Matisse. He fought Madonna at 47. He fought some big punchers. So Victor Ortiz still could punch a bit. So he's shown a good ability to be durable. So that's another guy to look at in Devon Alexander. Amir Khan is another guy that been running his trap. Top Rank has been calling about Amir Khan fighting Terrence Crawford for a few months now. Now people starting to really listen up now that Jeff Horn and got out the way. But they've been calling, Tyler Butt from Top Rank has been calling Eddie Hearn about Amir Khan. And now, they've been talking going back and forth for months and they ain't been able to put a deal on the table. So I wouldn't see Khan fighting Crawford. That'd be a good fight. But Khan did open his mouth, said he wanted to fight Terrence and Errol. So either way, he going out on his back or falling on or going out on his chin. That's no doubt about it. Don't really matter. But depending who will bring them more money. I don't know if Amir Khan wants to go to Nebraska though. That might be a hanging point because Crawford's next fight is in October 13th in Nebraska. And Errol Spence will most likely could bring Amir Khan more to a neutral ground in the Barclays Centers, and that could sell. So I doubt Amir Khan come back September 1st. I think he'd be lined up for Kell Brook, but they've been saying that for years. And they've been saying that for like half a year now or however long he's been with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn still ain't made the magic happen with that fight. Now that he promotes both of them. So, it looks a little bit strange. And Kell Brook is fighting a bum and Brandon Cook. And you can probably throw Kell Brook in there, but we know Kell Brook, don't want no smoke with Errol Spence. He got his ass whooped. He had a valiant effort in the beginning, but Errol Spence just made the adjustment. Omar Figueroa is another name. I know he got caught with a DUI in Indian Wells, California. And ultimately, he couldn't make 140 to fight Adrian Broner. He pulled out with a fake injury. He's been very, very quiet. And I don't know if it's just because he's fighting his DUI case in Indian Wells. But, I think this is a fight that Errol Spence will want. It'll be a big fight in Texas. He can capitalize on that momentum he did at the Ford Center. This past Saturday, the whole 15,000. He can go to American Airlines Arena and probably fill that hole up with Omar Figueroa. But Figueroa, can he squeeze a fight in real quick and then come back in December and fight Errol Spence in Dallas would be the question. To be North Texas versus South Texas. So that's a big money. That's a big fight. And that's an action-packed fight for Errol Spence because Omar Figueroa don't know no back down and Errol Spence don't know no back down. That's going to be putting two animals in there together. It's going to be a vicious war with them two. But I don't think Omar Figueroa probably in no shape right now. Omar Figueroa might not come back to December. He ain't going to just jump back into an Errol Spence fight. He been opening his trap. But I don't think he in no type of shape. I don't know for sure because he been very, very quiet. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be a move to 147 pounds welterweight for Omar Figueroa pretty soon. You can bet your pretty penny on that. He ain't going back to 140 or no catch weight. And that's how much respect that Broner got for Omar Figueroa. And he know he was going to get his butt whooped. He didn't offer Omar Figueroa 144 pound catch weight like he did Jesse Vargas, you know what I'm saying? Because he knew he was going to get his ass dog walked. But, the best opponent here, when you're talking about overall television appeal and popularity appeal and durability, unlike Carlos Ocampo last night, I would have to take Omar Figueroa out of this because he won't be back in time. He won't be back in time. If Errol Spence wanted to fight one more time this year, I think he should fight one more time this year. In actuality, he could squeeze two more times after last night. It's only the first half of the year. He got, he could fit 2 more fights in, but I think he's going to squeeze 1 more in. And ultimately, the biggest fight here, name-wise, is Amir Khan. But the overall better fight and durability, I think it might be between Vargas and Ugis and Alexander, but I think Vargas is the fight for Spence, man. Capitalize off that Adrian Broner momentum. Ain't never been stopped. Strong kid. Mexican background, gonna bring a Mexican following. You could drag Vargas to Texas, and he don't mind fighting. He'd rather fight it on the West Coast than going back east, because most Hispanic fighters don't like going out west. They could do that in Vegas as well, and I think Spence has never headlined or let alone fought in Vegas. So I think Errol Spence and Jesse Vargas, if Vargas is not going to fight Adrian Broner. Number 2, probably be Amir Khan. But I think Ugis is a tougher fight than Amir Khan at this point, especially with Amir Khan trying to make 147. But Khan would be the second fight, then Ugis, then Alexander. Like I said, I took Omar Figueroa out. I don't know too many other guys that want to get in there and rumble with Spence. You got Jamal James. I don't know. He's ranked highly in another sanctioned belt body. But a title shot is a title shot. And Rashidi Speedy Ellis, he's with Golden Boy. And I don't think he's ready yet. But y'all know what it is. TBC and more. Don't forget those links in the description. One time for the one time. Y'all know what it is. We're going live later. We gone.